put this back. Okay.
Hold on.
Let me see. I'm gonna flip myself around. What? Not that way. Mm. Boom. Okay. Let me turn it on. Okay, I'm gonna unthread it.
Okay, do that.
Can I just pull the threads out?
Did you cut them? Like cut them from the base, and then pull them through.
Cut them up here?
Yep, cut them. Hmm.
Do I need to cut the needles too?
Yeah. Go ahead and cut it all off because you're gonna rethread it.
Okay. And then I could pull it from the bottom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it.
Okay. Wait. First things first. The purple one is not supposed to have a comb, right? That's for the cover stitch.
That's for the cover. Yes.
Okay. So let's just start there. Okay. So I'm gonna go in this little thing down
Okay.
behind this little hook. And then I'm gonna stick it in. Oh wait, I may make it a little longer. Okay. Then I'm gonna stick it in there. Doo doo. Okay. Then I'm gonna do the second one, which is the blue. This one's on this side. Make that a little longer. Stick it in.
Your tube so that it goes through the loopers.
The lever over, and I'm about to do that. Boom. And then I press the button.
Huh?
Oh shit, I done did two of them.
Well, no, I mean it's fine, but it's easier to do one at a time. So what I normally do is I go ahead and engage my tubes to engage my loopers, and then I will take thread through my lower looper first, and then my upper looper, either way, but then thread them.
Because of the sky. That's what homegirl told me. Okay.
There you
All
go.
right. And that did not work. Try it again. Thank you.
So, and sometimes what you need to do is you need to pull extra thread to make sure it goes all the way through. So instead of sometimes if you've already pushed it and it's already kind of gone through, just pull some more thread and then it will push all the way through the
Oh,
loopers.
all right. That looked like it went.
Okay.
And we'll do the blue one. Okay. That looks solid in there up here. Let me get my little doots. Okay. Boom. We did that. That's the easy part. Now,
Go ahead
do
and
you
thread
have
your
a
needles.
preference? So do you do yellow green or green yellow? Do you?
I find that it's easier to do yellow first and then green because I can take my thread all the way through for the yellow first, all the way to the other side as need through the guides, and then do my green.
Okay. All right. So for the first group, 1, 2, 3, yellow goes to the third one, the one farthest away from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, as long as it, especially for overlocking, so that farthest groove is really for cover stitch and for that left chain needle. But so as long as you take it like if the yellow for overlock, you can put it through the middle, and that's fine.
Okay.
There you go.
And then do you put it through the middle? Mm, you
So yeah, it
got it
should
on.
go through the middle, like through the middle guide, and then go through that yellow one should go through that left overlock needle.
Okay, so at the top at the top of the needles where it's 1, 2, 3, 4 grooves, I put it in the third one. If I'm counting from right to left, is that
Oh yeah, you can put it. Yeah, third one from right to left. Mhm.
okay? Then let me get that little thing.
And I'm just getting back home, and as y'all can see, my whole backdrop done fell down, so I gotta redecorate again.
Uh-oh.
It was hot. I had, when you're out of town, you turn down your air, or you turn up your air.
Oh,
It got a little hot.
more and more. Wait, yeah. You said the left needle, right? You said the left.
Correct. The left needle.
Okay. Do you put that back there? I'm gonna do the green one. Okay. They're in there.
All of your tensions are set to like 4. They should all be to 4.
Is at 6. This is at N. The micro thing is in the middle. That's at 1, and then that's at 2.5. The zigzaggy.
I want you to go ahead and turn your tubes off, or like you can turn your tube lever back and you can close it up. So that is for your is to raise or lower your upper looper.
Bit to the right, is that right?
Make sure that is right. So that's going to be in the position that you normally use it in. You basically change that over when you are doing a chain, like when you're cover stitching. Mhm.
Okay. I'm putting me a little piece of fabric in here.
Okay.
It ain't doing that. Nah, it's just string. I know it works because we did it.
Okay.
It's me.
Open it back up again, and then
One of the yeah, that's for the cover stitch. Okay.
or take your camera. Let me see close into your machine.
All right, let me reverse this.
And now y'all about to see all up my nose as I look. Okay. Um.
But
Okay.
this
Can
one
you
doesn't
turn?
have a thread. That's right.
Yeah, that should be right.
Okay.
Correct. So can you go ahead and like twirl it, twirl your hand wheel. So I see thread out there, thread through there. Is there a thread in the upper one? The upper thing that's coming out? Okay. Yeah.
Can't make it focus. But there's one coming out of this thing and then one coming out of this thing.
And you have it on N and not on R. Um, have it on 6. Try because if it's not working in 4, let me see if it's not working in 4. Maybe try a different stitch. Do you have your little chart here? Okay. So I want you to go to try a. We're going to do like a. We're going to just try one of the flat, like a 2-thread flat lock. Okay. So you're not going to change any of the needles. Leave the needles as they are. Let's go for a 2-thread flat lock wide. So that means I want you to change your yellow to 0.5. Okay. Then what is in your green needle? I want you to cut. Okay.
Okay.
For your blue, if you look at the side of your machine, there's like a little metal, up, like right in the door, right in the door. There's like a little, yep, that little metal thing right there. Yep, pull that out. It's hard, so you might want to use your. Oh, yours is easier to get out than mine's. Okay, so then what I want you to do is go ahead and you're going to put that into your upper looper. So in that blue area, you also are going to cut that thread.
Cut the blue thread.
Cut the blue thread. Mhm.
Okay. And then this goes over here somewhere, right?
So yeah, it's actually going to go. So basically, it there is that little round, like you see a little round indentation. So that should go right over top of your upper looper, and there's a little hook that should go right into the hole. Yep,
Okay.
and that hook is in the hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then, and then for the red one, I want you to change that to 7.5 as the
Ooh.
tension. I know.
Okay. That's
Okay.
7.5.
All right. So now, and everything else should be pretty much the same. So now run a piece of fabric through.
Okay. Let's close it because it doesn't like to work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. So
It
that's a safety
does.
mechanism. It won't work if it ain't closed. That's a safety mechanism. So that you don't end up accidentally pushing it while you up here pushing on the button or pushing the pedal by your foot or something like that.
He hooked around there or it just sits on top like that?
And there's a little hook at the end, and that should go into the hole.
Oh, okay. We- I see what you mean. Let me make sure that there we go. Okay. Okay. Let's try a piece of fabric.
Okay.
What? It was something, but it just came back out.
So that's fine. Let's run it again because basically what it seems like is that if it's not forming a stitch, like I'm trying to see if it's if it's in time. Like, so if it knocked or anything like that, something could have. It's it's not working in the right motion to make the stitch.
Um,
Okay, so we have
but it's
so it's
not.
dual.
The bottom is not
So
together.
the loopers are basically not like, so it's not looping together. So that's where we're struggling at. So the needles are working, but it's not looping together. So now, um, meaning that what's happening is that the loops are not forming around the stitch finger
Hmm.
to do that in place. So what I want you to do real quick is I want you to take the lever that says in, slide it down to R.
Okay.
Okay. Now slide it back to in.
Okay.
Okay. Now take your scrap and try it. So yeah,
Is
that
it?
scrap, don't worry about cutting much off because we're gonna run that scrap. Actually, if you want to turn off your knife, you could. Because we're about to use this piece of fabric.
Okay.
So yeah, just pull it out and turn it down. There you go. All right. The strings, pull them all the way. Let's see if that helps. Pull them all the way to the back.
It's like some extra ones that haven't come out yet. Okay.
And if all the string hasn't come out yet, you can run it a bit, like you making a chain real fast.
What? Am I supposed to have two or three? Supposed to be just it's
It
this one.
should
Okay.
be two threads. Yeah,
It's
should
two
be two
threads.
threads.
Okay. Here we go. Mm-mm. It's the same stitch on the front, but nothing
I'll
holding
stitch
it
it.
together in the back. Yeah.
Okay. Um, the only thing I can think of is that between, like, so y'all, it worked at the store.
Yeah,
Did
it
it work?
worked fine at the start.
And did it work ever at home?
This is the first time I ever taken it out.
Okay, so somewhere probably between packing it up and taking it out, something got knocked out of whack. And something probably is knocked out of time that is not forming your loops. So you might want to go ahead and give Elena Sewing Center a call, because especially with me not there, like I can't fully figure it out, but it happens sometimes. Sometimes our machines get a little finicky. So yeah, something probably just got knocked out of. Like there is something, either the strings are not moving or something's moving out of whack. So probably just needs to be readjusted on the inside to make sure that they're moving in time to form a loop. Mhm.
Let me put these settings back because I'll be like confused.
Go back to.
Yeah, I just put that thing back. We didn't change
Okay.
this. Should be good. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back.
But we know that if it works at a, but probably something literally between taking it in, like putting it back in the box and taking it out the box, something probably got a little out of whack.
Yeah, that's so weird. I mean, she packed it like perfect.
And look, it sometimes it just be like that sometimes, because I know even between one time between working and not working, or sometimes it's just it's summertime. It said it's hot and it need more work. Or like there could be like a little piece of extra thread or something in there that you can't see that is deep back in there. Almost, I would suggest is put it in cover stitch mode. Do you know how to do that?
She taught me, but I have to read the instructions. All right.
Understood. Yeah. So
Yeah,
what I want you to do is you are going to
gotta
take
move the
that.
needles.
You're gonna move the needles. All you need to do is move. We're just gonna move one needle because we're gonna just try to do. Um, Go ahead. You can put the needle into the center position. So take one of your needles, put it into center, and we're just gonna do a serger straight stitch to see if that works. Okay. And you're going to put it into your center chain. Yes. Your CC. Yes. Well, actually, I actually mean D. So if you're looking at it, it says D. The
Oh,
center,
it was
the
already in
center
D.
needle.
Was that the problem? Because I had it in D already.
So wait a minute. Did you have it in the front D or did you have it in the back D?
Oh shit! Now I had it in the front D. I think where it says C D E. I had one in E and one in D.
Okay, so that's the problem. So basically, behind there is another place that you can put needles at as well.
Oh, am I in the
Eh,
cover stitch mode?
So you put your needles in cover stitch.
Oh, cause see, we ended with cover stitches, so they were already there, and I just moved it
Oh,
over.
okay. So yeah, so you just need to move your needles back to overlockers. So basically, where you see D and E, you should see if you look at the thing, yes, they should be an AB. Your needles need to be an AB. No, you don't need to change your foot. Your foot, you should be on that, yeah, that main foot. That main foot is fine, but it should be in AB. Your needles need to be in AB, and then it should work. Let me see the foot. Is Yep, that's the so hold on. Hold your thing back. So yeah. So basically, let me show you on mine what it's about to look like. So we have the same foot on, okay? But if you see my needles are in currently are in A B, and basically my needles are behind that metal plate, where yours are probably in these three holes.
Yeah, mine are in the three holes.
So that's why it didn't work. Your needles need to be behind the metal plate. So when it's behind that little metal plate where the three holes are, that means it's in overlock mode.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to use
Uh-huh.
my little tools, so I'm gonna stick my needle in this thingy.
Yes. So put your
See how
needles into A and B.
Let me see if that's as high as it gets. Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, that's probably, well, that has to be the problem because it was perfect when we were there together.
Yeah, that will do it. So basically, especially because like without that chain, you had your needles to set up to basically accept the chain looper. And without the chain looper being engaged, it has not the needles. That's why it's not engaging the needles. And even when we saw that single line of stitching, it basically was looking for the chain to lock in those stitches on the back.
Okay.
Hmm.
Y'all bear with me. This is my first combo machine. Okay.
Look, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. So we had cut some things. Let me go. I'm just gonna start over.
Yeah. So go ahead and cut all your threads. And now you're basically going to just rethread the machine like you did before. But you don't have to put any in the purple, just in the red and the blue. And then also you're going to be threading your yellow and then your green.
Okay, let me open the window because I can't see. It's like that weird time of day where it's too bright for the light, but too dark without the light, some kind of light. Okay. So I'm gonna start with red.
Hmm. I'll be right here. So I'm about to just rehang up my stuff.
Okay.
So I'm just coming back from Birmingham, where I was filming with Red's magazine. Uh-huh. So hopefully that will be on their website, um, probably in a month or two.
I saw. I said, "Oh look, Julian got a haircut and everything." mean, not a haircut, but you had your beard all jazzy.
You know, I know how to clean up every so often. Not often. Every few weeks I can know how to put it together like I got a job.
Oh yeah. I should have told her to put my settings back to factory, honey.
Often. And what's funny is I took my machine in for the same reason, and now that I think about it, it probably was the same reason that yours is acting up. Uh huh.
Uh, that's tricky because I literally didn't even think about that. And I'm not gonna lie, these instructions with just the pictures, I'm like, I need some words, Burnett. So I looked at, and the crazy thing is, I looked at the video online too. I guess I just didn't really notice it.
And one of the first to have it. I'm probably gonna be making some more videos, but also that's some easy tutorial videos for you to do, and you can speak from experience. So yeah, see, you got your first piece of content already planned out. But the reason that because this machine is sold in so many different countries and stuff like that, it is hard to have the words for all of it. So uh, yeah, and translation, when you're translating sewing language into other languages, I'm finding out that's almost damn near impossible. Because, like, when you get into the context of language, where definition is one thing, but the way that when you define it in a different language, it means something totally different. So we'll see how long this tape lasts. Probably need to use more than dollar store tape. But
Yeah, works.
like I have blackout behind it that ain't blacking out no more. So that means that the tape, literally, as I was walking out the door, I came in here and the tape was halfway down. So I'm like, well, Jesus. So yeah, I got to figure that out. Yeah. Go ahead and re-engage your knife. Re-engage your knife. And make sure everything is back at 4. And yeah, everything's back at 4. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right.
Let's see. Woohoo! I forgot. Do I have to make a long line for this one? Long chain. She said it had a blade on it, didn't she? Here you go. Woohoo! We have a stitch. Thank you.
And minus at the side. like right there. Yep. So if you want it to be, make sure that it's wrapping around as close as possible. You take it to the minus. That means there's less thread. Or if you want it, it feels like it's not enough thread, you can make it to the plus to give it a little bit more thread. That's that micro thread control. Hmm. And you can, yeah, and you can futz with the like. Sometimes what I normally do when I'm doing it, it might go up to like I might be at like my needles might be at a 4. My loopers usually are like a 4.5 up to a 5. Just like you futz with it a little bit, but that's a great thing about. While I love having automatic tension and it gives me a good tension just on the baseline, I can play with it a little bit to make sure I'm getting it the look that I want, depending on the fabric that you're using.
I
And y'all, if y'all were on our Serger class, remember how quiet this is compared to her other Serger?
well, don't do that. Don't do that. I can shade you. All right. That looks good. Let me put my little accessories up because I don't want to lose them or break them. I know that thing right there is kind of delicate. Okay. Put that in there. Put this in here. Okay. I know Amberly gonna be sick of me. She's gonna be like, girl. Yeah.
No, no problem.
Did not even think about that. I didn't remember that. I should have took notes.
Give you different stitches. So if your needles are probably going to be in that A and B place the most of the time, unless when you do a combo stitch. So that combo stitch, you will have a needle in A or B, and then also a needle in C, D, or E. Most of the time, I have my needle in D, and then my other needle in B. Those are usually how I normally do it. Hmm. I mean, you are almost there. You just like just that needle position. And now your needles are in the right place. You good. No problem. Talk to you later. Bye.
I'm gonna mark that notch since we're about to rigid form. First, these should be okay. Oh, here's a notch right here. Yay, guys, we sorted it out. Okay. It's nice to have friends in high places. Okay. Here we go. We don't be shaking the table or nothing. Y'all know how the other one be. Be like, damn. Y'all better get you one. You better get you one. Now, is this the proper way to lock off a chain? But this is what I do. Yes, I'm getting busy now, Eve. This also comes with like a an extension table. So if you're doing like a bigger project, it does come with that. And you can switch out this part, which has different seam gauges on it. It's kind of cool. Press that one. Moving on. Hey, Amari Lee. Yeah, I think that's how you say your name. Hello. A little bit more light. Let there be light. Hey, Anna. Hey, Anna. You just in time, girl. We had some troubleshooting going on over here, but we back in business. We're back in business. Okay. Other side. Okay. I know I'm gonna have to do this, but this needs some interfacing. Let me see. This one you don't interface? Let's see. We'll interface that, but we don't need that right now. We don't need that right now. Ugh. Here's a piece. All right, I'm gonna interface my left fly. Oh, I don't interface the wrong part. Things like this. I could look at the instructions, couldn't I? We don't have to make these mistakes. All right, let's see here. So it's like this, it's interface for the side, basically. Yep. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live. Here we go. All right, Eve, are you sewing today? All right, we have our left fly facing interface, so I'm gonna make the markings on it first. I do need the marking for this. It's quite important. All right, here we go. And this piece, sometimes I think I have to stitch it closed, turn it inside out, and then serge it. But I think for now we can move on. So I'm gonna turn this off and push it out the way. She is a little heavy. Okay, push it out the way. I'll put this back in the box so I can find it. I'll move y'all over here while I iron my pieces. All right, put this over here out the way. This one. Yeah, quiet. Y'all must be eating. I'll probably be here till 9. I'm gonna try to do the zipper fly. But not top stitch it because I don't have the right color for red. Woe is me. I'm always missing something. So I don't have the right color thread to do the top stitch part, but I can put the zipper in. I should be able to do that by 9 o'clock. Okay, so we have all our pieces nice and pressed. So we like to work with crispy pieces. Let me get a zipper. I have got to get this room in order. Okay. That could work, but I could probably do better. Probably already have for in my contact bag. It's out. I have more of those coach color ones. Yeah, here's hella zippers. I think that's the perfect color right there. Yeah. This should be big enough. Like the 7-inch shoes. Okay, look at the presents. I done took my what you call it? I done took my little he lift off. I need that nigga. Okay. There's literally a pin stuck in my sock. Craziness. And that's the kind of pin that hurt. Them little silk, them little glass head pins, they hurt. Just a smidge. Okay. I'm gonna move y'all back on my face. There. Let's get the instructions. I could do this without the instructions, but then I have to think. I don't want to. Okay. Boop-a-doo. That's right. Stitch from the notch to the big dot. Right sides together. Okay. And let me see. Did I draw the notch or did I just shave it off? I'm crazy as a bit, but I think I just shaved it off. Cool, cool, cool. Generally, it's about right here. Just put a pin there. And generally, it's about 5/8 from the middle pattern piece. Oh. There you are. I thought I had made my marks, but they seem to have disappeared. I was so right. Well, actually, the notch for the 16. That's the notch for the 8. The notch for the 16 there. And then my big dot is here. And then let me draw my little dot too. Right there. Well, it's supposed to be on the right side. Definitely drew it on the left side. That's all right. Okay. I wonder if Auntie Carol went home and got to a sewing machine. The 5/8. Get close there. Get close. I think I like the brown thread better. So, brief intermission. I'm going to thread the machine with the brown before I went in too deep. Then this lighter color. Now this one I do know how to thread, so won't take it out. Okay. Oh, let's see what the next step is. See, place closed zipper face up under the right front opening edge, having press edge close to zipper teeth and zipper stop. 3/4 inch below upper edge using a zipper foot face close to the press edge. Oh shoot, you didn't even tell me to iron it, did you? Oh, you did say iron it, okay. That's my bad. Let me make sure it's the where does it this right. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, which side we putting the zipper on? The right side? Yeah. Okay. Right side would be this one. I'm gonna pin this. Ouch. All right, let me get my zipper foot. Get the other side. There we go. I'm supposed to base it, but just gotta go for it. 'Cause why not? Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Don't go too far. You don't be visible from the front, ho. You don't went too far. Ugh. You done gone too far. Here we go. These little strings out. And pin is toe up. Okay. That's good. Get these extra strings out of here. Okay. And now we take piece number 2, which is this one. And then we're going to fold them together, right sides together. Sew the bottom. You press it. That's hot. Okay. This is about to be a little bit good, but I'm gonna turn this on just to do this little stitch here. That can be a nice clean edge. Okay. Okay. Got her done. And then I'm gonna stick this behind there. Yep. Is there a notch here, child? I don't see no notch. I'm just gonna stitch it up here. Don't stitch it over here, child. This looks considerably small. Yeah. What was this? What was the seam allowance? Just that stitch. I must have been 5/8. All right, here we go. I'm just going to stitch this here. It's been a minute since I made a pair of pants. I think of it. Anybody got any fun weekend plans? Okay. Got the fly on there. Mhm. The next step. F on outside using a zipper foot stitch close to the press edge. Run through all layers. Nah. Okay. I'm not doing that. Z G finish outer edge. Already did that. Pin fly facing to left front opening edge. Do I have my dot on here? Damn, there it is. Put it on both sides. Um, finish left fly placing. Pin fly facing to left front edge, matching notches and large dot stitch, ending at the dot trim. Understitch fly facing. Okay. Okay, girl. There's your dots. Is this at 5? Yeah, well, it must be the dot. Okay. Must be. It's not. I am just making sure that it's going to lay properly. All right, that's it for now. Understitch, flat facing. Okay, can do. I'm not even understitching it. What are you saying? Here's my- Here's my understitch. Put some of these threads. I cannot see. It's not enough light in here for me. Okay. Got that. What they doing? An H. Oh, lap front over right. Left front over right, matching sensors, base close to the edge throughout thickness. Okay. Fine. If we must. Got me based on my wood shop. Only thing is that zipper sleeve. I mean that stitch is a bit visible. It should not be. There we go. Okay. Let me pin it. At that hinge, I'm going to base it close. It's just my feet. Like that. Weak sauce. Okay. That's like real. Wrinkly. Like. That is ratchet as hell. That's temporary, so I can stitch this down. Pin right fly out of the way. Good idea. I don't usually do that, so that's a new step for me. Okay. And I don't like it either. Pin right fly out of the way, open out, fly facing, sure. Pin remaining zipper tape to fly facing, keeping left front free. Use a zipper foot stitch in place close to zipper teeth and along center of zipper tape. Okay. I see the utility in facing it closed to do this. I don't like it. Shit, that was a basic stitch, wasn't it? Not gonna be strong enough. Just leave it. Okay. Uno más. Por favor. Okay. I'm gonna put stitch out, space and stitch out, because it's ratchet. But that's pretty much. Turn fly right back in place on outside hand, tag fly faces together at the lower edge as shown. Trim away excess zipper tape. Turn right fly on. On the inside, hand tack lie in the facing. So these parts together at the lower edge, that's here. Trim away excess zipper tape, that's that. Even with lower edge of fly if needed. Well, when do y'all do the top stitch? Oh, right here. On the outside, stitch left front along stitching line, keeping right blank. I can't do that because that looks mess. Although the brown thread doesn't look that bad. All right, I'm gonna take this part. This facing stitch, I'd have to redo it, maybe do it by hand. And then stitch the stitch line for the fly, but otherwise the fly is done. So we come to where we said we would, just before 9 o'clock. Look at that. The rest of this should be pretty smooth sailing. Zipper fly is usually the most intricate part of the pants. We already did our darts. We already prepped our waistbands. Should be easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezies. I will have to go back and finish doing my serging later, but this is good. We made some progress on a whip, which was like the whole point of Whip Wednesday. It's to work through these whips I have sitting around my sewing room. So I'm gonna see if I can find a matching thread for these. Uh, Probably over the weekend. I don't foresee myself going to a fabric store tomorrow. Probably won't be till Saturday or Sunday, maybe. Okay. So we got our Superfly complete. The only thing we have to do is kind of lap this over, do the stitch line. So it'll look like not like this. So it'll look right. So, anyways, that's to come. Where is it at? It'll be like sorry, it goes this way. I'm like, what the thing hard? So it'll be this way, sorry, not the other way. Yeah, the nice pleats. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while we work on Simplicity 3006 View A. I had a great time working through my Burnett Maker, the B68 special edition. And yeah, I'll be back next Monday, continuing to work on whips around the room, and I'll be back next Wednesday. I will also be hosting Sunday service on Sunday at 3 p.m. here on YouTube. We will be sewing Vicky Sews Catalina. So it should be really fun. I'm excited about that one. So see you later. Thanks so much.